Today I kind of want to talk about why I deleted social media and the positive effect that I have seen in my life since I've deleted social media. I guess it was probably in March or April I deleted Snapchat and Instagram. Since then, I have downloaded Instagram again for a video that I'm working on right now. Since downloading it, I've really seen the negative effects that it's had on me already. Just within a few days or even one day, I can already feel the negative effect of social media. It may not be as toxic for everyone as it is for me, but social media is pretty toxic for me. One of the things that I really have a problem with is I just spend so much time on it. I don't even follow very much people on social media. So on Instagram, I follow like 180 people. And so I really don't get very many posts throughout the day, but I still constantly check my phone. I constantly check Instagram over and over. And usually I'll just pull it up and there's nothing new to see, but I'll still be scrolling anyway. I'll scroll through things that I've already seen so many times. And it's just become kind of like an escape or just a way to clog my mind up with useless information, you know, rather than sitting in peace and thinking and having time to reflect on everything. Anytime I have free time, you know, whether I'm eating, which technically that's not even free time, but I'll pull out my phone and I'll have to scroll or I'll have to snap or whatever, you know, I'll have to distract myself somehow so I don't think. It's just like a distraction from my thoughts and my reality, which I don't think it's a good idea for people to distract themselves from reality. A lot of people, they don't want to think because thinking is hard and solving problems is hard and realizing that you have to deal with the reality that you live in is hard. Anyways, so for me, social media was just a big distraction, and it just got so bad that like if there's any space of time where my mind is free to start thinking, I have to pull out my phone, I have to open social media and distract myself so that I don't have any thoughts flowing through my mind. It's just such a bad thing. That's one of the reasons, and because of this, it also makes me very unproductive because when I have social media, I just always have this constant urge, just like this feeling inside of me that I have to check it just in case I have a message or just in case, you know, like I just always have this feeling that I need to check social media, that I need to check Snapchat, see if my friends are Snapchatting me or whatever. Tried using the Apple like timer limit. I've tried just so many things to be able to keep social media but to limit myself from using it, and nothing really worked. The time limit on iPhones, I would usually just turn it off or ignore it and I'd still go onto social media anyway, and so that didn't really work for me. One thing I tried to do with Snapchat was I turned off notifications. That did work for a little bit because I didn't have notifications. I was able to get more focused into work and I wouldn't check my phone because I didn't have anything buzzing and kind of like distracting me. But I always had to check to see if someone messaged me just in case, and a lot of times no one did. I didn't get very many messages, yet I would still check every few minutes, and so that got really bad. Eventually I just realized like I don't need to consume this information. I don't need to consume these Instagram posts. I realized that with Snapchat, a big reason I didn't want to delete it was because I had group chats with friends, you know, where we would talk and plan events or whatever. And so I didn't want to miss out on that. But at the same time, like I started to realize that every message we were sending or things we would talk about, like it was not really useful information. We would like kind of just like gossip or talk about like this person or that thing or whatever. It was all just kind of stuff that I didn't really need in my mind anyway. More and more I'm trying to better myself, and I'm trying to not talk poorly about any people. I'm not trying to focus on negative events or things. You know, I want my mind to be full mostly of positive thoughts and positivity and positive energy. So I just realized a lot of the stuff that we would talk about or a lot of the Instagram posts I would see, it's just nothing I needed to see. If I didn't see that stuff, my life would be just fine. Instagram especially, it got to a point where I was like, why do I care to see this person I haven't talked to in years? Why do I want to see them posting about their cousin's birthday who I've never met or anything? You know, like it's just random stuff that I don't care to see. Not everyone's gonna feel this way about social media and everything, and that's all right, but this is just my personal experience and thoughts on everything. Hold up, I'm getting a call. All right, guys, so it's actually the next day right now. Yesterday, as I was filming, I got a phone call from a kid that I don't think I've ever talked to before. He was in my 6th grade class, but I never really talked to him. But he started hitting me up and basically acting like we're good friends and wanted to catch up. And he called me while I was filming. And so I answered. It was a long call. It went on for way too long. And basically he tried to scam me into joining like this mysterious mentorship that he wouldn't tell me anything about, but he wanted me to like come join it. He was saying like, I don't know if I can get you in, but I could do my best and we could talk to the mentors and see if they can help you. And I'm just like, if this is really some special like mentorship or whatever, like special opportunity, why of all people is he coming to me? We've never talked to each other. We know nothing about each other. And he's coming to me and trying to get me to join this weird like cult or whatever. So very interesting experience. But so I finally let go of social media, and very quickly I was able to see the benefits. The first few days, it's kind of weird. I still have kind of anxiety and I think like, oh, I need to check my phone. And so I'll still pull out my phone several times throughout the day, but I've deleted all the apps that are somewhat interesting. So I have no games, nothing. So when I pull out my phone, I swipe through and I look at it for a while and I realize there's nothing to do. Like there's nothing stimulating. I don't get that dopamine rush that I get from checking my DMs and Snapchats and posts and all that. You know, I don't get that social media dopamine rush. My phone is a lot more boring. And so after like about a week or so, I finally lose the urge to check that phone. So that alone like improves my productivity like crazy, because I have nothing to do. I have nothing to check. That already is just a really good benefit. But also, the less I consume, I have time to focus on myself, focus on creating my own content, focus on creating my own thoughts and having my own ideas. I no longer look to other people for opinions and ideas and thoughts. I just have more time to work on me and being myself. I also, because I'm not looking at other people, I'm not comparing myself, I'm not making judgment, I begin to judge myself a lot less. I stopped worrying about what other people thought about me, because when you stop judging other people, when you start having judgments and about other people, you stop thinking about what other people think about you. Like for example, you know, as I was saying before with Snapchat, you know, a lot of my group chat, it would be talking about people or whatever, like, oh, this person did this or whatever. And you know, just that negativity and thinking negatively about other people, you start to think negatively about yourself or worry that other people are thinking that about you. And so after I've thrown that away, I always look at people. I try my best not to judge people. I see people and I realize, you know, we're all just living life. We're all trying to do our thing. I no longer judge people and judge their actions. And because of that, I don't worry about other people judging me. It's just not something that kind of goes through my mind anymore. And so I feel more free being myself, and I feel more comfortable being myself and doing YouTube, filming videos. I still worry about what other people think. And you know, it's something I'm continuing to work on every day, but it's just a lot less because I'm not seeing other people on social media. I'm not seeing other people in the world. And I realize the only people that I do see day to day are people that I care about and people that I want to be around. And those people, they don't care what I do. They don't care what I said. So that's just kind of like one of the benefits that social media has had on me. I also have a very clear mind. Like my mind just instantly after getting rid of it, it just feels so much more clear. And that maybe it's a placebo, but whatever. I had just that space in my mind saved for worrying about checking my phone, you know, worrying about like, oh, I need to reply to this person, I need to talk to this person, blah, blah, blah. You know, like when I had all of that stuff, I just felt like there was a space of my brain being wasted on social media, just a big chunk of it. And after I got rid of it, my mind just feels completely clear. And like, I just have so much more space for thinking about things that I care about, you know, focusing on things that I care about, focusing on myself. So anyways, I don't know, this is kind of a crazy video. My battery's about to die, so I'm just kind of trying to rush everything out. But hopefully some of this made sense. I'm not sure if it really did. It's kind of like a big rant about social media and just my thoughts about it lately. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. If you like this video, feel free to give me a like. I'm going to be making a lot more videos like this for the month of June. So if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys for listening to my crazy rant. And I'll see you tomorrow.